Hello, fans, collectors, and investors. Welcome back to Iconic Baseball. I am Iconic Al, and today we're going to continue on my countdown, the top 100 greatest and most iconic ball players in baseball history, of which we are on number 59. And today, it's a player that really needs no introduction, but clearly one of the most iconic names, faces, and personalities in baseball history. This man transcends his stats, which are also great, but he's best known for some of his sayings. Here's a few of my favorites. It ain't over till it's over. Baseball is 90% mental, the other half is physical. I always thought that record would stand until it was broken. You can observe a lot by watching. No one goes there anymore, it's too crowded. And finally, it's deja vu all over again. These are synonymous with this man, who won 3 MVP awards, amassed 59.4 WAR at the catching position, a .285 career hitter, and a 10-time World Series champion. Who else could I be talking about? Only one man, the great Yogi Berra.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Yogi Berra, baseball royalty, Yankee royalty, catching royalty. Truly one of the greatest to play his position. I have him ranked number 3 among all catchers all time, after Johnny Bench and Josh Gibson. He's truly one of the most recognizable names, and faces, and personalities in the sport, which lands him at number 59 on this list. What did he accomplish in the sport? Well, as a catcher, he accrued 59.4 WAR. And as a catcher, if you're getting anywhere near 60 WAR, that is very impressive. He hit .285 with a .348 on base. He amassed 2,150 hits, 358 home runs, which puts him way up toward the top in terms of career home runs. 1,430 RBIs. Very productive player. He was known as a bad ball hitter, but don't mistake that for being undisciplined, because he walked almost twice the number of times he struck out. He ended his career with 704 walks, 414 strikeouts. Just 400 strikeouts in a almost 20-year career. If you extrapolated his strikeout total over a 162 game average, he's striking out right around 32 times a year. 32 strikeouts per season. So he was a contact guy. He was putting the ball in play. Now, he may not have taken many walks, but he took even fewer strikeouts. So he was a contact hitter. And it landed him on 18 All-Star teams. He was a 3-time MVP award, and I haven't even started on his postseason career. This is what really sets him apart from the pack. He won an ungodly 10 World Series championships. In fact, there's a picture that I saw recently from later in his life where he posed wearing all 10 of his World Series rings. I'm going to put it up here. Just an amazing photo of an older Yogi Berra posing with all 10 rings on both hands. What an accomplishment. In fact, his postseason career, he played in 14 World Series, 75 World Series games, which he literally has a half season worth of games just in the World Series. In those games, he hit .274, 12 home runs, and 39 RBIs. So essentially half of a regular season worth of at-bats and games just in World Series play. And that doesn't get counted into his career stats or his WAR. So that's why he gets a bump well above where his WAR sits, in my opinion, just due to his status his recognizability, his iconic status in the game, as well as those 10 rings, which count for a lot in my book. Yogi Berra. Let's get into some items here. Let's start with this baseball, which is one of my favorites. This is a ball that I've had for a while, a long time in my collection. This was done through Upper Deck Authenticated. And if you can see in the background here, I have the UDA box and the bag there. But this is a beautiful sweet spot signature featuring a nice clean Yogi Berra signature. He has a very fine autograph, just really clean, fine signature. Kind of small, modest. This is on an American League Bobby Brown baseball with that Upper Deck hologram there, certifying it. These have certainly picked up in value in recent years. Actually, it's pretty hard to find a Yogi Berra Upper Deck authenticated baseball these days. And when you do, they're usually a couple $100 for one this nice. And as iconic as he is, I feel like his items will only accelerate in value as the years progress, and it becomes harder to find really nice, clean items like this. So that's my Berra ball. And I've talked about this set before. One of my all-time favorite certified autograph, on-card autograph sets. The 99 Upper Deck Century Legends Epic Signatures. I think it's maybe the nicest design I've ever seen on a certified autograph set. You have a nice portrait on the right, and then this great kind of gray area taking up most of the card where the player just had this beautiful space to put an autograph on card. And you have this nice congratulations on the back. Upper Deck really got it right with this set. I think I have 6 or 7 cards from this set. I cherish them all. I'll probably get most of them graded at some point. I think there is an emerging market for graded on-card autos from this time period. There just aren't many of them graded. Certainly aren't many of them high graded. So that'll be a strategy. I'm in no hurry. Something I'll do eventually. And then last, but certainly not least, I would consider one of the crown jewels of my collection, the 51 Topps Redback Yogi Berra. It's a very tough card. Not a lot of these on the pop report. This is the very first year of Topps. Most people think of 52 Topps when they think iconic Topps, first year Topps. But Topps released a little known set in 1951 called the Redbacks. They weren't highly produced. I don't believe they were even very popular. But number one in the set was a guy named Yogi Berra. Now this was Yogi Berra's 3rd year, so this is a very early Yogi Berra card. Yogi Berra's rookie card was in 1948. This is a 1951 card, so it's very early in Yogi's career, and I love it due to its historical significance being the first year of Topps, being a very early Yogi Berra card, and such a classic design. Almost has that, almost looks like a game card of some kind, like looks like playing card back. Has sort of a fun design to it, rounded corners, and PSA has only graded 611 of this issue, so quite scarce when you look at this compared to many other standard issues in the 50s and 60s for Yogi Berra. One of his more scarce releases, and this is in a PSA 4, which is a very nice grade. I mean, a card like this, to me, you could tell me it's a 4, 5, 6, or 7, and I'd believe you. So to me, it doesn't really matter that it's a 4, or a 5, or a 6. It looks amazing to me. It definitely checks that box for me. But that's a 51 Topps Redback number 1 in the set, which I also always like that. The first card of the first year of Topps was Yogi Berra, which is pretty cool. All right, well that is Yogi Berra, folks. We're getting into the real meat of this countdown, and it's really getting more and more fun as we go. I hope you continue to join me and subscribe if you have not yet already. I thank you again, and until next time, keep collecting and stay iconic.